start by removing this little cover here for the door handle. That should expose a couple Phillips head screws. Yep, right here. Remove those so that we can take off this larger piece. There's one. One is hidden right over here. Okay, remove this, but make sure that you don't go too far with it because you have wiring connected over here. Flip it over. There we go, just let this hang here. And now, to remove this large door panel, it's just held on by push clips, so all you have to do, well, clearly some of mine are already broken, but basically you just pull on it, and it should pop right off. One more over here. There we go. So next what I want to do is disconnect the rods that connect the door handle to this latch assembly. And you'll see that right here there is this gray plastic clip which actually has to pop open from that side. There's a little tab that you have to press on. It's easiest to do with a pick. And then as you press on it, you want to open the little door up. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. But basically it's split in half, and you just want to pop it open. There we go. Pop that open, pull the rod out, and then behind it you'll see another rod that has to pop straight out like that. So now the door handle is disconnected, and all we have to do is unbolt the 6 mounting nuts that hold this on. I'm going to start over here. There's one at the top, 10mm socket. Looks like the whole stud came out. That's fine. And then if you go through this hole over here, there's another one just like it. Again, the whole stud came out. That's fine. Take this metal bracket out, or just let it drop down into the door. Take it out this way. Whatever works. And then 4 mounting nuts over here. With a 7mm socket, let's remove both of these bolts that hold on the license plate light. Okay, remove the light and just go ahead and unplug the bulb. Or just twist it out, leave it hanging like that. Now pull this out, slide it to the side a little bit. There's going to be a little plastic bracket behind it. Save that and take the rods out. And there's your piece. One thing we have left to do is to remove this door lock. And that happens from the back side as well as this rod over here. I'm just going to remove this rod first and I'll show you why. Give it a twist, pull it out, and then you can either use this rod or a screwdriver or something and press on this little tab here for the door lock. And as you have it pressed down, push it through the front side, remove it, set it aside, and here's your old piece. With a pair of pliers, very, very gently squeeze this in, and a lot of times these do break, so it's probably a good idea to have new ones on hand. But yeah, this one's already, there we go. Last thing we have to save off of this is these little J-nuts for the license plate light. Just grab it with pliers, spread it out a little bit, and then pull it out. It's actually hooked on underneath. This is the part that locks it in. So this is what has to get pulled up. Just like that. Put these little inserts back in. Just like that. And then the ones up top here for the license plate light. Make sure you put them in the right direction so the threads are facing up. Just snap them into place. All right, take your lock cylinder, press it in, make sure it clicks and it's locked in, which it is. And then of course, don't forget this rod for the door handle. Slide that in as well. Now we can take this whole assembly, put it into the door, just like that. Don't forget to put in your license plate light through its opening, and then slide this up and into position. Okay. And as you move it around, it should line up with all of the mounting holes on the back side, which it does, so that's perfect. From the back side, let's reattach the 4 mounting nuts that hold it onto this main area. Snug those up. So for me, the stud that mounted that bracket on came out, the nut came out with the stud. So I'm going to put a 10 millimeter on the nut side, and then I'm going to use an E5 Torx bit, or inverted Torx, and drive the stud out through the nut. You can do this in other ways too. You can use locking pliers and hold it that way, but I have the tool, so I'm going to use it and just drive the stud out completely. There you go. We'll do the same to this one over here. Let's get this bracket in. Slide it in from the bottom. Line it up with the mounting studs. And go ahead and put on the mounting nuts. Snug them up. So let's put in this lock rod first, and this one might be the trickiest one because you have to lift up the piece that it slides into and hold the rod at the same time. There it goes. Press it in. Should click into place, and then reinstall this other one. Line it up. Press it in. Close the little door to lock it. Let's get the license plate light back in, twist it into its lens cover, slide it back here, and of course reattach it with the 2 mounting bolts. Snug this up. Let's get the door panel installed. Line it up with all the push clips, press it into place. This one was broken before for me. Now let's get this piece installed here. I took the lock switch out, so I'm just going to press it back into place, just like that. Slide this over the door handle, and then let's re-secure it with the 2 Phillips head screws. And now put this little cover on to cover up the Phillips head screws. It has 2 hooks on the back side. They slide in behind this panel, and then it just, once you have it slid in all the way, it presses in on the front. There you have it.